Hello everybody and welcome to Longer and Harder, the weekly show that changes its catchphrase every week. How is everybody doing? I hope everyone's having themselves a wonderful weekend. I have a chat open. I saw people that were here. I had a chat open at some point in my life and now I have lost it. There it is. Hello chat. Hello Sir Purcell and Micro and Random Person. And hello Mr. I'm hungover. You're hungover. Oh no, Mr. Micro. That's no good. Tisk tisk. You should know better than that. Hello Dex and hello Heatchild and hello Chris. I hope everyone's having themselves. And Sean and Fina. Oh my goodness. All the peeps. All the people are here. Welcome, welcome everybody to the show. I am probably hello Bohobo. I am probably not prepared as well as I should be at all. I have been terrible this week about getting anything done. Actually, even right now, I think that if I go over here, yep, Beer of the Week is up right now, and that shouldn't be up at all. Oh my goodness. There we go. Let's fix that, and then we can do that. Transitions, those lovely transitions. Hello. Oh god, I can't read that one. Took a white bitch to Starbucks. Hi. That is a hell of a name. Oh, I love it. That's pretty great. So yes, hello everybody. Welcome Longer Harder. Don't know if you've been here before. That's how this thing works. So yeah, welcome everybody. Today we have the usual stuff going on. If I can turn that off. We have, this started early. I thought it was in an hour. No, it's been starting at noon for a while. That's the summer schedule. It'll change again once winter rolls around, but for now, getting done at like 2 in the afternoon for me is really nice because it means I have the rest of the day to go out and do things, and the days are long enough that I can do that. In the winter, if I do this like so early in the morning, in the afternoon, then I have like 2 hours left of sunlight before it all goes to shit, and then it's dark and gross out. So it'll probably change, you know, whatever. It's noon for me. Close enough to noon. I round down by 13-ish minutes. It's not being time wrong. Oh no. Oh goodness. Wi-Fi 61 is at, well, I don't know why I call you Wi-Fi. W5. You're a Pacific. Nice. I miss the Pacific. The Pacific's a nice. It's a good place to be. All right. Housekeeping for today. We have 2-ish announcements, 3-ish announcements. I don't know. I don't know how to count. There will be no Longer and Harder next Sunday. Mother-in-law is coming into town to visit my wife and I, so we will be spending the day with her. There may be a video. I don't know. I want to make one, but at the same time, my mother-in-law is coming into town, so I don't know if I'll have time to make one or not. So there might be a video next week. There definitely won't be a stream next week. And that's more or less it for that. For scheduling stuff. Hello, Wooden Toad, and hello. I say hi to hi, but hi again. What? You're here for a minute. Well, you know that minute is awesome. Thanks for coming in. What else was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So the other thing is that I've been kind of hinting at, and it kind of does kind of exist, but that might not. I'm trying to make it work well. I don't want it to be the haphazard nonsense that it is right now, which is that there is kind of a merch store right now. So if you go to the donations button, where the fuck it is, I don't actually think there's anything in the description. But if you go to the donations thing, there's actually a merch store. And I'm trying to add things that are like, there's a couple of things in there, but I don't necessarily happy with them right now, so don't necessarily buy them. It's haphazards. There's a mug that I like that I think is going to stay. Micro and I are working on a 10 inches of logic shirt, so that will hopefully come up soon. I am working on a signed poster by Hobbs. I have gotten his signature. Don't ask what process one needs to go through to get a cat's signature, but I did get his signature. So we might be those might get added as well. And the other thing with that is that I'm going to change up the Patreon rewards, because I've noticed that I'm not actually doing them as well as I should be. So I'm going to change them up so that a lot of the higher tier rewards that exist now will probably get moved down to the lower ones and exist sort of everywhere. And then I'm going to do some of the merchandise for some of the higher tier ones. So if you know, in the near future, you'll probably get like a Hobbs mug for being a $10 patron kind of thing. So those are just some things that I wanted you all to know that they do exist and they're coming. So hopefully I'll get my shit together and it'll happen soon. So that's more or less it for that. That's about it. Maybe video, maybe I won't be here next week. Yeah, definitely won't be here next week. So there still will be a fan art Wednesday, which I think, if I remember right, we have Team Skeptic coming up next. So that's gonna be it. I want a Mexican T-shirt. What exactly is a Mexican T-shirt, Mr. Heat Shield? We can arrange that. I can definitely put a sombrero on Hobbs, so it's arrangeable. You just gotta, I don't know what you actually mean. Soak Hobbs' right paw in fluffer blood and use it as ink. That would be a good one. It's a T-shirt made in Mexico, duh. I suppose. So, beer of the week we have today, Lincoln Up Hop Dust. And I spelled it wrong, and it says Ho Dust. It's not Ho Dust. It's Hop Dust. This is actually a really cool one. Well, I think it's gonna be cool. I don't know. It's a cool concept, it's called linking up, which is a thing that is going on between Boulevard Brewing Company and Zipline Brewing Company. So this has sort of a double label to it, because I think this is the Boulevard one, and then they made a Boulevard beer with Zipline doing it, and then I'm showing hands that you can't see. They made they made a Boulevard beer, and then they made a Zipline beer. And, you know, they kind of helped each other out there. So, this is the Boulevard version. The Zipline version is a double IPA, which I might try to find. I didn't find it at the store this time, but I might try to find it next time. In a couple of weeks, you won't get it. But it's a little, they, brewing companies are being nice to each other, so it's kind of cool. So it should be kind of interesting, is what I'm saying. Where did you see with a beard? I haven't had a beard for decades. You haven't had a beard for decades? That's good. I trimmed mine. It's I don't know. You guys don't care, probably, but it's noticeable to me. It's a lot shorter. I can't really shave it because I don't own a razor, so it's just gonna permanently be this scraggly nonsense that it is. So there we go. All right, so this is a hop dust beer. Don't really know what that means, but they have a nice, full of adjective description of this, so we'll go with that. A liberal dollop of lupulin powder, also known as hop dust, and a medley of our favorite varietals deliver bright, juicy notes of pineapple, mango, and bubblegum. Toasty malt plays a restraint supporting role as hop flavors and aromas burst from the center stage, or burst from the glass, singing from the center stage. So I don't know. I need to look that up. The powder that is. Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's got mango. I hope I said mango. Did I spell it? No, I spelled it right. I spelled it right. I think bubblegum. I can smell the mango. You can smell the mango. I will say that much. And the pineapple. It's very fruity. It is very fruity. Huh. Ew, old beer is gross, but that sounds particularly awful. Oh, God. Okay. Let's see. I don't know. You can... That's odd. Okay. I don't know. It's bitter. It's very bitter. It's very, very bitter. That's all I can say about it. I can smell the mango, and I can smell the pineapple. I can't taste it, because all I taste is bitter. It might be one of those IPAs. It might legitimately be one of those IPAs that's nothing but bitter, which sucks. I was kind of looking forward to this. So, I mean, I'm gonna keep drinking it, but not a fan. Not a fan. Boulevard, you were disappointed. Not a fan. I'm sorry. No, not a fan. That's a shame. Not a fan so far. I'm gonna keep drinking it, but right now it's at a. Let's see. Do I have my summer beer? Summer beer. It's at a solid. It's at a solid 3, I think, right now. Where's I can't camera today. It's at a solid 3. That bitterness is just, it's not helping it at all. I really wish you got more of the actual the mango and the juiciness. Like it's not there as advertised. It's definitely a false advertisement on their part there. It's just bitter. It just is bitter. Yeah, no, that's all it is. Okay. Wow, poor Paps. Even the toxic soil is 3 times as enjoyable as Blue Room. It's true. It's true. I would drink this over a Paps. So I guess I don't know. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed. God damn it. Why do people keep drinking IPAs? Some IPAs, Big Brother, are really good. So, let's see if I can actually show this. The glass that I use for my beer drinking is from a brewery in Milwaukee, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. God, I'm terrible. Called Lakefront Brewery. I got it there a year ago. When I went to go visit their brewery, and they have a really delicious double IPA that's really, really good. There's another brewery in Wisconsin called New Glarus that has a really good double IPA as well. There's a couple of good IPAs. Like they're really, like, IPAs don't have to be bad. They just are a lot of the time, but they don't have to be. They can be good. So Lakefront sounds somewhat Chicago-ish. I mean, it's you know, Wisconsin, so it's on the lake too. It's on whatever Lake Michigan, so that's probably why. But yeah, no, it's just, yeah, it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be. IPAs, like, a lot of it sucks, but there's some good ones. There are some good ones. So, I'll try to find the Zipline Double IPA for next week, and maybe they did better with that one. And maybe I'll try some more IPAs. Milwaukee should be on Lake Superior. I thought it was on Michigan. I thought it was on Michigan, or maybe I'm thinking Chicago. You're right. It is on Superior. I have no idea. It's a lake. I don't know. It's a big one. So, ever tried Shell's brand beer? Did I? I think I might have done a beer of the week of them. I don't remember being particularly happy with them though. So, I want to say yes, but it didn't go well. So we'll see. For now, yeah, I will try to find maybe some more IPAs, and maybe in this summer I will actually find a good IPA. But for now, we're definitely not there. Okay, so beer menu for today we have. I don't have a thing. I don't have a pool. R&D is not getting his shit together this week. This weekend has been R&D being entirely useless. Okay. I know it requires 2 options. Mostly because I'm actually not because anything like exciting is going on in my life or anything, but mostly because I started playing Which video? I started playing Mega Man X on my Super Nintendo Classic thingy above that I have, and that's been like hella distracting. Instead of that's actually entirely it. Nothing else. Ever tried? That's not a real word. Geo Schwebbles, Sebuldas, Bra, Dykensheim, Dunkensweisen? No. I have not. RG, just because it's a new thing does not mean it's a thing yet. The hop dust looks like it can be abused. I don't have a poll. So one of the things that I was thinking, since we're talking about t-shirts earlier, is that I might try to go through either some of the older videos or some of the videos that are going on and try to find the quotes that people take me out of context with, and maybe put that on a t-shirt, just like what you did. So there are only 5 big lakes, and they you live that not far away from the other. Yeah, that's right. Nightbot's here. Nightbot is here. There's a Great Salt Lake, but maybe you just consider that an inland sea. Maybe. Dunkelweizen. Okay. Let's destroy Marty Leeds. Oh, I'm okay with Marty Leeds. You know, I have such a hate boner for Marty Leeds. I really do. He's just the best. Dune Kelweisen. Is it Dune or I guess Dune. During their stream, yeah. I'd been I know I'm not allowed on Globebusters. Even is Globebusters even around anymore? Or they just like take everyone's money and disappear? It sounds like that's something they would do. Holy shit! Everyone wants to go for 7 today. Everyone wants to listen to Mike Helmick today. Goodness, I just added that one too. So, Dune Internal, that'd be kind of fun. They're an echo chamber now. Yeah, I mean, I figured they were. They haven't really been anything but an echo chamber for a long time. I think I showed up once and I got banned because I was calling Jism, and Bob or somebody was like, you gotta be respectful, to which I just sort of laughed and said, so, you know, fucking respectful of Jism, you're right, and then I got banned. So I'm not allowed on Globebusters because they, you know, censorship is a thing. I'm one who advocates for not banning people from live streams or from your channels, but you know, it's my channel, so I don't care what I do with mine. If other people want to do it, it's up to them, but I don't think you should. You know, at least for any of these channels that are sort of more debate oriented, that you really shouldn't be banning people, in my opinion, at least. So that's, you know, and other channels I could see why not. Like, you know, you fucking have a channel about home organizing and some jackass shows up, you know, feel free to ban them. But debate channels, I don't think should be that. Okay, Globebusters is still very active. Oh, okay. Mostly in apologizing their idiotic video from this test site, probably. Holy shit, I remember one come from Gypsy Girl video where you said what she said, and then it's just a huge no. Well, that would be hilarious. Oh, yes. Oh, Gypsy Girl. I actually have a couple of videos of her still hanging around because like the last time that she brought up her channel, I downloaded a bunch of her videos. So I still have them if I ever get real bored. But she's not around enough for me to feel the inclination to make a video about her. So, yes, Mike needs a daily hand to back of head. Oh, does he? I'm popping in for like a second to say hi. Hello, Evan. Now I have to spend the rest of the day writing documents for work. Oh, no. That is awful. I'm sorry to hear that. Even flat earthers deserve respect, man. I guess. Can you guys please spam spam Mr. Thrive and Survive's comment section to remind him he owes me a hangout after accepting his challenge? Oh, is he busy carrying it out? Like after Jism didn't show up, did Jism ever get back to you? Did Jism ever say anything about the fact that he didn't show up? Besides, I don't know how to time. Oh, you wanted a real real. It was a hangout thing. I wasn't sure. Like, did you get anything about that? Because that'd be cool. All right. It looks like Mike Helmick is going to win. So we're gonna end the polls there. And which one's right? I think this is the one.
What?
That is super loud and super big. That's what she said. I really shouldn't make jokes like oh, I regret that joke already. That's OBS. I don't want OBS. I want oh, that's a lot of Kermit the Frog. That's a lot of Kermit the Frog there, my friends. There we go. All right, Kermit. There we go. Fit in the screen, will you? Just like that. Nope. I am super professional. There we go. Super professional dude man here. I got it. So the full name of this video is called Rockets Smack the Firmament Explained Flat Earth. That's it. It's not a sentence. It's not actually even a title, buddy. So this is what we're doing. Oh, I made that glow go away. I don't want that. Take you off. You come back up. There we go. Sorry, I had to move it just to be able to see the chat again. She's not round enough for me to make her. I see. I still need you to answer my question about the t-shirt. You asked me a question about the t-shirt. Did you ask me one in here? Did you ask me one in Discord? Because, you know, that's a thing. It's not fun when you make the quote yourself. It's true. You gotta actually, me out of context is enough. Okay, so we got Kermit the Frog, we got Mike Helmick, who's gonna explain to us why rockets hit the firmament. No, I asked you on Discord. Okay, you asked me something on Discord. Where's the microorganism thing? I am terrible about reading messages. Is 1D1 without the drip, or is it the first one? I don't know. Oh, I guess there's 3 of them now, huh? I don't know. Can you send me all 3 without the thing? Actually, I kind of like which one's the one? I don't know. The second one. I like the second one. Does that help? The second one. Okay, so moving on. We will listen to whatever Mike Helmick has to say here. Kermit is face plumbing already. He knows what's coming.
Space, or can we even call it outer space? The dome, the glass. Are they running into water? Are they running into another gas? A Globe Earther sent me an STS shuttle launch to prove to me that the Earth was in fact a ball. And we're going to examine that just so briefly. But first up, we're going to examine the Go Fast Rocket Team's rocket and see if there's any similarities between that launch and NASA's launch. The Go Fast team first.
So, okay, I love this footage. This is great. I know what he's gonna do with it too, because this is such an old claim. It's hilarious. So I don't know. I don't even know how to ask this question or how to even make this comment because so generally, right? Things like NASA aren't accepted as real because reasons and stuff. And then so they give more validity to like amateur rockets or amateur balloons or amateur whatever's because reasons, right? They seem to be wait, amateur rocket is nothing like NASA or space. I guess not. I don't know. Right? So I just find it funny that like the NASA thing is they're fake. And amateur rockets hold more sway in their eyes than NASA stuff does until people like Vice do a thing, in which case they're part of the conspiracy. So how big do you have to be before you start being a conspiracy? Like at what point are you too mainstream? Like I feel like flat earthers are a lot like hipsters. So at some point, you know, like they did it before it was cool or whatever, right? So like at what point can I be like, oh, like Jeranism's channel is obviously so big now that they've been bought out by the government and things, right? How big do you have to be? I don't know. So thank you guys. 1.8 meters. That's height. That's not big. That's height. You know, 10 inches. 10 inches of logic we can get about, but that's a lot. So, oh, thank you, Micah, for sending me the thing. So, yeah, at what point can I claim that Jism is part of the conspiracy, that he's been bought by the government, obviously, right? Like, at what point can I say that, or am I never allowed to say that because he's a flat earth, like, because, like, flat earthers say this about each other all the time, right? Like, who was it? Math Powerland, who came out against a bunch of flat earthers at some point, and they're all fake, they're all whatever's. Yeah, Jism is a psyop. I can see it now coming from that side. Yeah. So, like, at what point can we no longer trust these people? I mean, now is a good point. All right. Making me dizzy.
Okay, so the sound of the engine starts to diminish, as if maybe A's run out of fuel, or B is being suffocated by something, and so there can be no more combustion.
That's not... Mike, that's not how rocket engines work. Also, did he say smothered by something? That's what he said. I thought he said the other one. No, he said smothered by something. Huh. Okay. Huh. Or it's running out of... I mean, I'm pretty sure it's just running out of fuel. Which makes sense. So he said smothered, which is the opposite of nowhere, right? Like you smother something, you put too much of a thing on top, right? That's how, right? Is that how you smother a flame? And the other one's the suffocate. Didn't he say suffocate or by something? No, I think he said smothered. Okay, now we're gonna go back. God damn it! Now I have to go back.
By something, and so
nope.
The A's run out of fuel, or B is being suffocated by something, and so there can be no more combustion.
So okay, so I guess he does mean no air, no oxygen, so there can't be no combustion, because even though it has been shown that rockets do work in, like, whatever, vacuums. So speaking of which, you all have probably seen the, who is it? Cody's Lab, who does the rockets in a vacuum thing, which is amazingly cool. And flat earthers like to take them out of context, because Cody does the thing where he shows the problem first. Like, he's like, here's a rocket, little bottle rocket. I'm going to stick it in a vacuum, and it doesn't do anything. And so flat earthers are like, oh, look, it shows the rockets don't work in vacuums. Only because the rest of the video then goes on to explain how it does, or how you have to modify it, the rocket, so that it works in a vacuum, and it's really not all that much. It's not really that difficult to do. It just involves a little bit of pressure. He puts it like in a little bottle cap thing, and it's great. It's a great video. Go watch it. There's another one that I also love, which is actually a flat Earth video where they're trying to show the whole rockets don't work in space thing, by shooting a rocket in a vacuum. So they take a rocket, like, pointing down on a scale. Right, and then they light the rocket, and the rocket goes whoosh and pushes, and has a force downward, so it pushes the scale downward, and you can see how much force is applied on the scale, right? Your peak size here, awesome. And it's amazing because he concludes by this that rockets don't work in space, because obviously the rocket, I don't know. No, let's not go there. The rocket exhaust bit is pushing up against the top of the vacuum of the vacuum whatever container, and is therefore pushing the rocket down. But they just lit a rocket in a vacuum, so, which is the thing that they say shouldn't. It's amazing. It's just the best when they do that. So yes. So I'm back to this video. I'm pretty sure it's running out of juice. Oh, insert here. I like that one, actually. It puts even pushes on all sides except for the one where the exit nozzle is, and then it goes into the opposite direction. Yeah. I mean, rockets make perfect sense, guys. Rockets and expelled fuel combustion gases push off each other at equal force, and the exhaust is just so much lighter that it goes much faster out the nozzle. Yeah. I obviously didn't hear him say it myself, but as far as I know, that quote is accurate. I'm sure it is.
The rocket is spinning really fast still at this point from takeoff.
Yes.
And coming up here, something else happens. And it's right about here. Watch.
Oh, I do actually love this part. This is really cool.
So
before he says it's stupid, because he's gonna, right? Because it's Mike. So Mike's gonna say it's stupid. But before he says it's stupid, it pushes in. Geo. So that sounds like an ejection charge. What it is, it's actually really cool. It's like this coil with like weights on it, and the weights, like after a certain time, I don't remember what triggers it. I don't know if it's a height thing or if it's just it's an automatic thing. But the weights, there's these weights on these strings that sort of get launched outward from the center disc. And it slows everything down. It's that thing that happens, like, if you've ever been, they have these in some playgrounds where it's kind of like a disc. They actually probably do it. I could probably do it on my chair, but I don't want to because I get dizzy easily. But like they have these on playgrounds, like a disc that you sit at, and you spin really fast. And if you like crunch your body in, you spin faster. And then when you like extend your limbs out, you slow down. It's like that. It's physics things, right? And I don't know why it does it, but it does it. It's the same reason that you see figure skaters do this all the time, right? Like when they're doing the spin things, they like crunch in, and then when they to slow down, they go out. This is a thing. It happens all the time. It's it. What is already talking about? I just got it. Who knows? Honestly, who knows? I can probably do it in my chair. Probably could. Is there a pineapple? I don't accept it. Yes, no pineapple. It's caused by conservation of angular momentum called pirouette effects. Yes, there we go. It's really cool. It's a really cool, like, the system that they use in the rocket, and the people who made this rocket, I don't know if it was the people who made this rocket, but somebody has a video of this, like, happening, on, like, the inside, not of this actual rocket, but, like, a rocket-ish spinning, and then it's stopping because these, like, weights on strings extend. It's really cool, is all I'm saying. So the physics behind it is there. The explanation is there, and, of course, Mike is going to entirely ignore the fact that, that it's already been explained and that it is easily explainable by physics, and say nonsense instead. I used to spin in place all the time just to get dizzy. I drove my mother nuts. I bet it would. Almost as nice as tuna and onions. Don't do that. Someone has video of this happening on the inside. Someone has a video. Okay. Someone has a video of this happening on the inside. That sounds about right. Don't put pineapple on pizza. Friends, don't let friends put pineapple on pizza. I'm just gonna leave it at that. As Chad says, I kind of want to try the chair thing. This is gonna end poorly. I think it's gonna end poorly. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get super dizzy. It is called pizza. Deal with it. Oh, I don't fit. Oh God. Ugh. Okay. This we're doing for science. You drink bitter horse piss. You don't get to make food recommendations. So beer of the week. I sacrifice my body for you all, right? Like that's how that works. I drink the piss beer so that you all don't have to. That's how that works. So I don't do it for funsies. I do it for you all. All right. Has this chat become a religion now? I don't know why it hasn't. What is pizza? Oh shit! That needs to be okay. So I'm getting distracted now. That needs to be a that we need a pizza shirt. We need a pizza shirt. Notebook. Stop spinning. I am spinning. Notebook. Pizza. Is it with an X? How are we spelling pizza, guys? I keep seeing it. Is it with an X? I think it's with an X. Is it 2 X's? Are we doing 2 X's or an X and a Z? I've seen it spelled a couple of different ways here. So, but we gotta make a pizza shirt. Is it an X and a Z? Pizza. Okay, I'm gonna have to find a picture of a pizza. We're gonna make a pizza shirt, guys. I think that would be a great shirt. Okay, so the whole reason that my legs are tucked in is so we can actually spin on this thing and try to slow down. I'm gonna extend my arms and just like make a mess. This I can already tell is gonna end absolutely terribly. All right, here we go. Oh god, I am gonna be good. Oh god. That did not go well. I can't move. Ah! Okay. That was for science. For science. I think I don't have the room for it, guys. I was about to knock over my glass of beer, and that is alcohol abuse, so we're not gonna do that. So a pizza would be a low-res pizza. Yeah, no, we're gonna have to find a picture of a pizza, or take a picture of a pizza, and put the 8-bit filter on it or whatever. You need roller skates for that. I think I do. I was hoping it would work a little bit better on the chair. It really didn't work well in the chair. I had high hopes. I had high hopes for that experiment. It just didn't go well. All right, moving on.
Despite the rocket spinning as fast as it was, something brought this rocket to a complete halt. And now the rocket gets suspended in air.
No, it's not. It's not suspended in air. It's... It's just not falling that fast, buddy. Like, actually, well, not necessarily be suspended. It's probably just hasn't lost all of its upward velocity yet, and so it looks like it's that thing. I wish I had a ball. I don't have a ball. I don't think I own a ball. It's that thing where you like throw it up, and for like throw up a ball, and for like a second it sort of like sits in air before it falls down. It's that thing. It's that thing that we are doing. You're kind of silly, Mike. I ran out of few, Mike. It still has momentum though. Yeah. Like it's I don't. I wish I could show this to you, but this happens all like this. If you ever go to a baseball game, you can see this. If you ever played baseball, you can see this, where like the batter will hit the ball really high up in the air, and it looks like it looks like it just sits there and floats, right? And that's because it still has upward momentum left. Even though it left the bat, or you know, the contact with the bat was a while ago, it still has upward momentum. You're just the worst. Wait, why did Hitler come up in my chat? The upper stage is accelerating. Doesn't show it to us, I will get kicked off. Oh, I hope so. Wait for Geo making a Hitler reference in 3, 2, 1. Oh gosh. Oh goodness.
And it starts to turn on its side. It's just like floating in something. Now, I don't think this is water, because we probably see water on the lens, but I found this very interesting, that the rocket just stops, all combustion stops, and now the rocket is on its side and just frozen there in space. Let's compare this to the STS shuttle launch.
Final launch.
Why? Why do you... Yeah, it actually did have a nice curve to it. I'm gonna try. I think we have about 10 more minutes before I take a break. Not because I actually need one, but because I think I'm gonna try to find the video, unless somebody else wants to in the chat. Find the video of the disc with the weights and the cords on it that stops that rocket from spinning. I don't even know where to find it, actually, so it might take me longer, but I would like to find that video because that shit is amazing. I'd like to show it because it actually is really cool.
Of endeavor. expanding our knowledge, expanding our lives in space.
So, and I'm gonna stop you now, Mike, before you say a stupid. The rocket, not even realizing the curve of the Earth and the Moon in the video. I know he's kind of dumb, right? Momentum wheel, maybe, maybe. You can see the curve, but remember they're claiming the whole thing is fake, so they can't go by that. Well, that's the thing, though, is he's not claiming that it's fake. I mean, he might eventually, but he's claiming that it's real because it goes and hits the firmament, right? Like he claims that something hit it, or the rocket hit something, or hit a firmament, or whatever. Therefore, like, it's got to be a genuine representation of reality, right? Like, it actually hit something up there. So I don't think he would actually deny that it is real. He might deny that it shows a curve because, for whatever reason, it doesn't show a curve to him, and the moon and all that nonsense, but, you know. So, okay, so now we're going to, I guess, compare this, the last rocket launch with a spinning rocket, to this rocket launch of the, I don't know what this is. But it's a shuttle and all that nonsense. Mike, dear Mike, these two rockets have different purposes. So if the amateur rocket that you just showed us, if that rocket falls apart, like explodes or lands in the middle of middle of nowhere or whatever, that's okay. It's a one-time use rocket. It's an amateur rocket, right? It's one-time use. They're gonna deploy it. They're gonna use it once, and then they will build another one or whatever, or not. The only thing that matters is that they get back their camera with all their cool stuff on it, right? This rocket, the shuttle, has an entirely different purpose, which that it needs to take off, and then it needs to land again, and so it's gonna do things differently because the main part absolutely needs to survive re-entry. So it's gonna behave differently. This is, I mean, this is like comparing the way that plastic forks are made versus metal forks, and saying that because they're made differently, one is obviously fake. That's what you're doing. They don't serve the same purpose, Mike. They're made for different things. So they're not going to function exactly the same because they're not meant to do the exact same thing. No. The firmament is the fisheye lens that's why we see the curve. That's some smart thing. So I'm gonna stick with that. I'm really gonna correct myself. Explodes. SRBs and shuttle motors far more powerful. Also true. For a second, I thought you meant actual Bible, but yeah, somewhere in the attic, we also have Mike MK lying around. Oh, okay. We aren't talking about the disc, or we are. I don't even know what we're talking about at this point. All right, so let's watch this. What will probably be a cool shuttle launch.
Did he say expanding our lives in space or lives? No, probably lives. Let's keep watching.
Aren't you funny, Mike? You're so funny.
So
well, that was
watch
cool.
What happens to the second rocket. Pay attention to the flame. We have a nice rocket combustion here, but as everything gets suspended at this point and starts to turn just like the Go Fast rocket started to turn, this flame seems to be pushing against a barrier of some kind or some type of gas.
How do you respond to that? Like, I don't even know what to say to that. I genuinely don't know what to say to that. It's pushing against some sort of gas. So if there was like a clear line, like right, like when you like a wall, right, and when you actually think a thing that's malleable, like rocket fuel, whatever, and you push it up against a thing, and you got like a nice like flat thing, right? I could see that, right? I could see what you're saying, Mike. That's not. Oh, Mike. How do you even get here? What have you... Oh, my goodness. Please share whatever it is that you take that makes you get here. I'd like to give it a try, Mike. I think it'd be great. Oh, goodness.
As the rocket turns and heads towards Earth, turns its nose towards Earth, and eventually the flame doesn't have any more oxygen and just gets snuffed.
Okay, so if we're still doing this whole, whatever, rocket is pushing up against something nonsense. Let's go back a tad, right? Because it's kind of dizzying to try to figure all this out. Can I shut you up?
Pay attention to the flame. We have.
That is a nice curve we see there. I would give it a try, Mike. I don't think it'd be great. Get a room, you two.
A nice rocket combustion here, but as everything gets suspended at this point and starts to turn, just like the Go Fast rocket started to turn.
Hey! I'm surprised he's not saying anything about this. I'm not actually sure that it is a thing, but I don't know. Sure, you can see my mouse. Right where the rocket is sort of hitting, you can kind of see what I think might be a chemtrail, and I'm surprised he's not saying anything about it. That's not actually a chemtrail. It's the other thing. It's a contrail, but you know what I mean. So there's a chemtrail right there. I think it's a chemtrail, unless it's the ground. I don't think it's the ground though. I think it's a chemtrail. I'm surprised he didn't say anything about that. That's all.
This flame seems to be pushing against a barrier of some kind or some type of gas.
It's hard to tell if we're pointing up or down. I think we're pointing up now.
Heads towards Earth, turns its nose towards Earth, and eventually the flame doesn't have any more oxygen and just gets snuffed out.
That looks like down.
At this point, things get quiet.
So, okay, so, wait, stop. This is exactly, that's a nice curve you got there, Mr. Mike Helmick. Okay, so if your whole thing is right, if your whole hypothesis is right, is that somehow models of things, right? So we got that didn't work as well as I thought it would. So we have things, right? So we got our shuttle, and our two booster things, rockets, right? And they're going up. And this is some high quality content we got going here. And it goes, it goes off, right? And it's pointing down at some point. It goes this way. So it's pointing down, and the flame starts curving here, therefore hitting an invisible wall of nonsense, right? It hits the invisible wall of nonsense, and that's why you see the curved flame thing. But now that we've done this like whole 360 rotation, the rocket is now pointing down towards this. That's the ground down there. So now it was hitting this whole barrier of nonsense up here. This is the way you're explaining it, Mike. Right? Explain this whole barrier of nonsense here, and as it kept spinning, it kept hitting the barrier of nonsense until the barrier of nonsense was below the rocket. So if we were to sort of like trace the path, it's in this bubble of nonsense. Mike, you're talking about bubbles of nonsense now. None of this is me trying to make sense out of the bullshit you just spewed, and it makes absolutely no goddamn sense. Is what all of that was. It's yeah, flame pushing against a thing it could not get through, right? Like it was here pushing, right? And that's why you said it was curved, because it was pushing against this thing. But now it's down, and it's pushing against the same thing that it was pushing up here. But now it's down here, and it just made a giant bubble. And this is where we are. This is where we are, Mike. None of this makes goddamn sense, Mike, is all I'm saying. It doesn't, right? It can't push up here and down here at the same time and be an impenetrable force field of nonsense. It's somehow, and made it through the rocket, made it through the impenetrable whatever of nonsense, barrier of nonsense. I don't know. Explain yourself. Okay. The obvious here, if the boosters are hitting the barrier of nonsense, then shouldn't the shuttle be hitting it too? Shouldn't a lot of things so? I mean, if the flame is churning because it's hitting the barrier of nonsense, then how did we end up, I don't know, going through the barrier of nonsense so that we could push down, and somehow the rocket made it through with absolutely no damage or, anything? How does any of this work, Mike? Have a sip of your drunker. The drunker you are, the better you'll feel. That's probably true. Something else, R&D, structural strength. Those SRBs are making good speed. You would expect, if you hit a barrier of nonsense, you would expect a whole lot. So even if you have the last thing, right? The rocket, the last rocket that was spinning, and then you're like, oh, it stopped because it hit a barrier of nonsense. If you hit a barrier, I would expect, right? If you hit a barrier of nonsense that quickly, the thing would explode. Like, rockets go fast. Even if it was water, like, even if it was just water, right? Like, and I know you said it wasn't water, you don't think it was water, right? But even if it hit water, at escape velocity or near escape velocity that rocket was going to, that rocket would still not survive. Water is really not very soft. It does not do well. This is why belly flopping hurts like a son of a bitch. It's because water isn't, playing way too many video games and watching way too many action movies have made us think that water doesn't hurt. Water hurts. Water when you are going fast hurts a lot. You can't, if you hit water that fast, it's gonna destroy the thing. So I don't know how at the same time this rocket can hit something going at that speed, and that something, that barrier of nonsense has enough strength to stop the rocket, right? So the rocket's going straight up, and the barrier of nonsense has enough strength to just stop it, just like you saw in the video, right? It stops it. This barrier is strong enough to do that, but somehow not strong enough to destroy the rocket when it hits it. It's a rocket, Mike. Rockets explode. It would have exploded. Okay. I'm done. Please, Rhetoric&Discourse, please create a shitty R&D code channel on Discord. Will do. The barrier of nonsense is frictionless and the shuttle is skimming along it. I guess. At a certain altitude, you hit water with speed, you will just hit as concrete. Yeah, and I don't even think it's that high. I think it's like 60 feet or something. Sorry. I shouldn't say that. That wasn't speed. I didn't translate that right. I think at 60 feet, with just gravity, just the acceleration of gravity, which I think is whatever terminal velocity for human bodies. And you hit water, it's like hitting concrete. You might as well hit concrete, right? Okay. So rockets explode. Okay. We're gonna pause. I'm gonna drink. I'm probably get another one of these. They are getting a little bit better as I move on with drinking it. Not a whole lot better, but a little bit better. Maybe a 4. All right. I don't know which one of these. This is the one. This is the one. We're gonna stop here. Enjoy some fan art. Oh, I forgot to add the newest fan art. That's okay. Enjoy the fan art. Enjoy the music. I'll be back in a little bit. I'm gonna go use the ladies' room and get myself another beer. Oh, right, and we're back. Which one of these? This one's the one. This is the one we want. We're back, guys. Got myself another. They are getting better the more I drink them, which I think is probably true about most beer. So you know, I think I should just stick with it at a 3. They're getting better though, but I am losing my taste buds. So that's probably why. All right, so we got a little bit more of Mike Helmick to listen to. I did read that pheno. I am gonna try, maybe if one of these days I have the opportunity to label the fan art a little bit better, just because I would like to do that. Was Hub named after the cartoon cat? No. I named him after the philosopher. You know, Locke and Hobbes, kind of that dude, Calvin Hobbes. No. That guy. But I am told that the Hobbes from Kelvin and Hobbes is named after the philosopher as well. So, you know, I don't know. I named him Hobbes. His first name was Amadeus, so, you know, Thomas Hobbes. Yeah, there we go. So I'm told, though, that Kelvin and Hobbes is named after, he's named after Hobbes as well. So, you know, it might be, I don't know. His name is Hobbes now. That's just it. His original name was Amadeus, and I almost kept it because I think Amadeus would have been a great name for him, but it was just a little bit too long, and so I don't think I would have used it as well. I think, you know, for a pet name, one syllable is enough. So he just gets Hobbes. Amadeus. There is a cute 20 years later continuation of Kelvin and Hobbes on the internet called Bacon and Hobbes. Is it right? I'm named after Alexander Graham Bell and James Tiberius Kirk. I don't know how to pronounce that. Is it Tiberius? Sorry, Tiberius. I got there. I got there right. A little bit too long, R&D. Yeah. Kelvin and his girlfriend are married and have a daughter called Frances. Frances would be good. So, there we go. Alright. So, let's listen to a little bit more of whatever Mike has to say.
Get snuffed out. At this point, things get quiet, and all the pieces that NASA set up there start to just slowly rotate as if suspended in a liquid.
Momentum. Again, the same thing that I just pointed out. Mike, if you hit a liquid that fast, the thing that hit it isn't gonna survive. It would be a very noticeable, just like bang, right? That didn't happen, Mike. You didn't hit a liquid. You couldn't have hit a liquid. It would have destroyed the very thing that this camera is riding on. I was named after some kid my brother really looked up to. Your brother named you? That's a little bit weird. There we go. I don't think I'm named after anything, my real name. So, Rhetoric and Discourse just comes from my major in college. Hey, Godless Iowan, how are you? If I step outside of my balcony here, I can say hi to your state. It's that close. I can see your state. It's that little dark spot over there. I will always give Iowa a hard time. So yeah, no, Rhetoric and Discourse is my college major. I have a major in Rhetoric and Discourse, which is all sorts of fun. Fun story. R&D has a weird ass major, which doesn't help him at all in his career. Also, really good news. That I probably should have said. I don't know why I'm getting so excited about it now. I am like this close to getting into college. For the second time. So I want to apply for the master's program at my job. So I work for a university hospital. And so because it's a university hospital, I have tie-ins with the university, with the University of Nebraska, Omaha. So I have ties with that, right? One of the cool things that I get, you're the sad land of Nebraska. I'll send you supplies to help you in your devastated areas. I live in the one part of Nebraska that's civilized, Omaha. I understand that for the rest of Nebraska, like I think they need your help more than I do. Because they're not real, like that's just like barbaric lands out there. So, is that like a college degree in gender studies? No, it's actually a little bit more useful than that. It's an English major. just a tad more useful. So, let's see. So, Masters of the Universe, that's what I'm going for. So yes, because I work for University Hospital, I get free tuition to any of the University of Nebraska schools, for like it's like some amount of hours, some amount of credit hours. It's not a lot, but I pretty much get free tuition. So I want to apply for the master's program in psychology, especially applied behavior analysis, which is what I do. But it turns out that if you've never taken a single psychology class in your life, they don't want to accept you into their master's program. Who would have thunk that would be a thing, right? So in order to get into the master's program, I have to go back to college, like undergraduate, and take undergraduate classes in psychology. I have to take, I think, 3 classes, and then I can actually apply for the master's program. So hopefully in the fall, hopefully September, I'll be back in college at my age, taking classes with a bunch of 18-year-olds. It'll be entertaining. So yeah, so that'll be a thing. We know Rhetoric&Discourse there's only hillbillies, tornadoes, and corn in Nebraska. It's true. That's all there is out here. It's kind of awful. And did they not teach you how to spell? No, they did not teach me spelling. You're gonna start eating fish fingers and talking about colors. We already do that. I've been playing the card game. What? Okay. Wait, are you saying that the university costs something in the U.S.? Oh God, yes they do, because we don't care about education in the States. Haha, yeah, they don't call it children of the Nebraskan corn. Corn is too small there. That's hilarious. Psychology doesn't sound too bad. The mind is interesting. It should be fun. It should be. I'm looking forward to taking psychology classes. What I am not looking forward to is taking psychology classes with a bunch of 18-year-olds. I am not looking forward to hanging around college kids. If you're college age, I don't mean to shit on you, but you're kind of awful. That's the bit I don't want to do. Is hang around a bunch of college kids. Especially, I'm not looking forward to it. I didn't enjoy hanging around college kids when I was in college. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna enjoy it a whole lot less now. Fuck you, R&D. Oh, I know. I know, college kids. I'm a professor age that I go to college too. Yeah, no, that's gonna be me. I mean, I'm way old enough to, like, most of my peers in college are gonna be at least 14 years younger than I am. So it's gonna be hell of awkward. Yeah, that's what I'm looking. I went back to college at 30. Group projects with 18-year-olds is absolute torture. Yes. That's the kind of thing I don't want to do. I'm just I'm too old for this nonsense. I'm too old for college kids. I'm too old to deal with their bullshit. But I got to do it. So we're going back to school. So hopefully in the fall I'll be back in college taking psychology classes. It'll be great. It'll be great. And Americans complain about their high taxes. I know, right? God, we don't even get free college. It's stupid. I'm too old for college kids. That actually did have a second intentional innuendo there, Micro. Just be prepared to do 90% of the work in any group project. I mean, that's mostly what I did in college too. And like that's the thing. So in order to get into the master's program and to get into college, to both, right? To get into UNO, which is where I'm planning to go to classes. In order to get in, I actually have to apply for college again. Like how I did back when I was 18, I have to apply again, which kind of sucks because I have to do things like turn in my high school and college transcripts, which is annoying because like high school aged R&D was useless. Like he was an arrogant little asshole, still is, but was less useful at things, right? So I have to be like, for a lot of these things, I'm being judged on how I was like 10, 15 years ago, and not how I am now, because I'm 32, so I'm an old ass fuck, right? And I'm being judged on my like high school transcripts and my college transcripts, which was also like 10 years ago. And it's kind of, it's annoying. So I'm trying to get as many, like, thankfully the head of the psychology department, and specifically the guy who helps run the applied behavioral analysis program at UNMC, which is where I would go, his office is right above the clinic where I work. So I have an in if I get to, I've already spoken with him a couple times on the phone. So I have an in if I can like meet up with him and stuff, that where I work will probably be like, hey, he's got this giant career of working in applied behavior analysis. You should maybe pay more attention to that than how he did in college. Because I didn't give a fuck about college. I had other things on my mind. Mostly ladies, but other things too. So I didn't do well in college. And it kind of sucks because I think this time around I probably will do better because of things that actually interest me. Like I'm actually interested in psychology. I've worked in the field for almost 6 years now. So this is something that interests me. It's something that I'm active in. It's something that I think I will do well in. But I might not be judged on what I'm doing now, and I might end up judged on how I did 10 years ago in the liberal arts college doing rhetoric and discourse stuff, right? So, university politics is not what you know, it's who you know. Yes, so that's what so ladies are things. Is that what I said? Mostly ladies, but other things too. Yes. I know it is true. Yeah, I know I'm getting distracted. No, it is true about the politics things. I'm trying to get ins. The director of my department is both well known in the campus that I'm on, and his research is well known in my field. So I'm hoping over the next year or two to like get to know him well enough that I might get a recommendation letter from him. Because if I can get a recommendation letter from him, I'm like all in. He's well cited in the peer reviewed research. He's well his methodology for how we do preference assessments for reinforcement, which I just said a lot of big words, but trust me, the methodology that we use for that, he wrote in the 90s, and it's what we use not just at my clinic, but it's what the entire field of ABA uses for their preference assessment, and I work for the guy who did that. So if I can get a letter of recommendation from him, I'm like golden. So I'm trying the best that I can. No, in the biblical sense, yeah. I get to know him good enough so I'll get a recommendation from him. We're back at this. Oh, goodness. Recommendation couch? Okay, Mike. Let's talk about Mike. Mike, it's time for me to assume the position. Yes, let's. I don't know.
So everything kind of seems like it's just suspended, bobbing around up there.
It's not bobbing at all.
Because
I don't think you know what bobbing is.
Traveling 17,500 miles an hour. They're just kind of stuck up there, spinning around. So let's take a look at this other camera here.
Oh, this is a great view. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's cool. That's super cool.
Now, the smoke of the rocket most likely would continue in the same direction. It wouldn't orientate with the back of the rocket. But the thrust coming from the combustion of the rocket should follow in line with the rocket, but it's not. It's being pushed by something back towards Earth. It's like there's this resistance to the
It's called... God. I don't even know. I don't even know. I give up. I give up. The title of the show tonight, it starts at... What am I talking about? Flat Earth, open stream and challenge... To challenge Rhetoric. Oh, that's cool. Ooh, are we doing a thing? Nice. Just kind of stuck up there. Yeah, I know. I have 20 bobs out of 23. I know. It's called... It's gravity. Like, I don't want to be that guy who just references gravity for everything, but it is. You mean to tell me, Mike, that there's a force that makes things head back towards Earth? You don't say. You sure about that, Mike? Cause that would make sense, Mike. That would make a lot of sense. Okay, we're gonna just, I don't know.
Combustion of this rocket. And one more thing, I probably shouldn't have to mention this, but this is what globe earthers think prove curvature of the Earth. Oh wait, that would prove convex Earth. My fault. Never mind. So just like the Go Fast rocket that went up was immediately stopped by something. Something stopped all this momentum, stopped it from spinning, and then it turned on its side and just kind of bobbed in space for a bit, suspended up there. So is this ST shuttle.
You don't seem to understand. So your whole judgment of this thing, right? Your whole judgment on the fact that they're suspended is that they're doing what frame of reference are you using that would make you think that the rockets should just just fall, right? So yes, they look like they're floating. I'm not going to disagree with you on that. Part of that is that they still have that initial that inertia, that momentum that was going up. That doesn't stop the moment that you stop giving the object, thrust or whatever, right? Like, if this was true, Mike, if your weird-ass idea of what physics should be like were true, then in order to stop a car, right? Like, if you were just driving a car, in order to stop a car, all you'd have... You wouldn't need brakes at all, right? You just let go of the accelerator and the car would instantly just stop. Because for whatever reason in your worldview, momentum isn't a thing that exists. So it would just stop. The same thing would be true for throwing an object, right? Like, you throw an object, and the moment that it left your hand, the object would just stop and just go down, right? That's all it would do. Why do you think physics works this way? I do need a desert file button. I have boob buttons. I think I win. Those are close enough. Oh, is one of my cats around? Kitties, where you at? Ooh, that hurt. They've been hanging around. I don't know what they're doing. Okay, so yeah, you don't understand physics. That's all I can say, buddy. That's all I can say. I don't have a desert file button, but I have boob buttons, so that'll work. Try a language. No, we're not doing that. Today was a very happy way. It's a very happy day. I have boobs, I win. That one might be kept. I have boobs, I win. Copy. Oh no, I can't copy it. There we go. Copy. Paste onto. Oh look, I did make the R&D quote channel. So there's the first R&D submission. I'm gonna keep that one. That one might actually make it on a t-shirt because I like that one. That one might make it onto the women's t-shirts. God, that's gonna be awful, but I might make it on there. Oh goodness. I have boobs, I win. We can make that a t-shirt. I think we can do that. All right. Excuse me. Hey, Roderick, men have boobs too. Exactly. Mine are like at a training bra size, I think. They're not substantial. I've been losing weight. It's been awesome. Not that I'm doing anything about it. I just have been because I run around all day long at work. So literal running, not figurative running. Okay. Sorry, that was gross. You're like a C cup? Oh no. I'm a much smaller dude. Even though Gio thinks I'm fat, so you know.
Rocket. Everything stops. The combustion stops.
Mine are barely an A cup. Oh.
Resisting the combustion, and just snuffs it out as the rocket is now just suspended in air, pointing towards Earth. So, what is this?
That's my way. I'm flat. You are flat. Well, good for you, Sean.
Yes. And Globebusters had a show where somebody came on with a German science team who had sent a rocket up. Same thing happened to them. And they claim to have discovered that sitting on top of Earth is a layer of sulfur hexafluoride. Now, sulfur hexafluoride is a gas, and it does not conduct electricity. And it's supposedly sitting on top of our noble gas layer. So
is it really? Let's see somebody prove the flat boob theory. Yeah, that's true. I've been drinking for longer than some have been alive. I still no boobs. I did hear that about drinking, right? Like beer has the thing that makes boobs grow. I remember I had a friend who was trying that out. I don't know what a noble gas layer is. I did have a friend in college who was trying it out, and she lived in somewhere in South America for like a year. And according to her, she tried it for like a whole year of drinking excessive amounts of beer. And she claimed growth. I don't know. But I don't know. I don't actually know how much beer it is, but yes. So fat cells produce gas layers are noble. Y'all don't know. I don't know what this like. Do we? This sounds like bullshit. But I don't know. Do we have layers of noble gases? I don't feel like we do. And if they are, that'd be sulfur hexafluoride is heavier than air. Oh, is that what he says? Sulfur hexafluoride? So it would even by your stupid buoyancy and density thing would fall to the ground. It wouldn't stick around to the top. Okay. Noble gases are the elitist and inbred. Never trust nobles, though. It's true. We do not have layers of noble gases. Okay, so just bullshit. Argon in the atmosphere is pretty much evenly spread. I was gonna say like most of the atmosphere is made up of nitrogen. I want to say, but I'm not a atmospherecologist, so I have no idea. That's not a real job. I don't think. But I think it's mostly, if I remember, it's mostly nitrogen. So even if we had, even if we did have a layer, God, that layer would have to be super thin. So, you know, I can't, oh, good, I was right. Yes, nitrogen. That's good. Yeah, noble gases don't really. Yeah, argon is near the same atomic molecular weight as nitrogen and oxygen. Okay, so check your atmosphereology. Check it out. Then yeah, real words we use them here. I did do a thing on, I want to say argon back when I was in high school. Like I made a model of argon. It was really cool. I think it was argon. It was one of the noble gases. I picked a noble gas. because they're neat. Noble gases are cool. I especially like how they light up when you put electricity through them. I think that is hilarious. The neon obviously being the one that, or neon signs being the thing that does it, but they're cool. I like that. I think it's neat. Okay, we'll move on a little bit here. Oh, let's put on your earpiece so you can hear.
Let's see what the sulfur hexafluoride looks like. Let's get an idea of what properties we would
we're actually going to look at it.
Such a gas. Here we have a tank of sulfur hexafluoride.
Oh, it is. It's this cool stuff. I love this stuff. This stuff's awesome. You're gonna. Oh no, but buoyancy and density, Mike Helmick. Buoyancy and density. This is your field. You should. It's. If it. I don't. This is your thing, Mike. Mike. This is the thing that you say all the time about stuff that it falls because of density and buoyancy, right? This is what you say. And I don't know what gas you're talking about now. Now that I've seen this guy doing this, because I've seen this video before. This gas is way heavier. It's really heavy. It would not sit at the how would it sit at the top? It would break all the flat Earth laws of density and buoyancy. It should fall according to your stupid model, right? Not even my model, just your model. If we just use your model, it would fall to the ground, and it would just sit on the surface, and then you don't. Hi, buddy. You want to come up here? You want to say hi to everybody? Come on. Come up here. Don't be shy. Everyone wants to say hi to you. Come on. No, okay, fine. Don't do it. Okay, I'm gonna breathe now. Okay. Okay, so this is a cool video. This stuff's really neat. It is generally kind of dense, and so you can actually float objects on top of this gas, and it looks really cool. So we'll watch that a little bit. Okay.
Boat made out of tinfoil. Now,
I
as
took
the
off
boat
my
is
goddamn
placed
headset.
in
I
the
can't
tank,
fucking
you
hear what
can
he's
see
saying. Hey, handsome, come on, come sit up here. Come sit up here. There he is. At least go sit in your nest so everyone can watch you. Or drink my beer. One or the other. There you go. Good boy. Go sit in your nest. There we go. Okay, as soon as you sit down, I'll point. Everyone wants to say hi to you, okay? No, where are you going? Ugh, he's being a dick. He's not going to come sit with us. He's tired. Okay, I'm going to go back just a little bit so I can actually hear him say whatever he's going to say about this nonsense. Because I took my thing off. Oh, this is from Globebusters. That's hilarious. I just noticed that at the very top corner it says Globebusters. So that's cool. I don't know where Auxiliary Cat is. Hobbs is being rather aloof at the moment, and so there he is. So you can there he is. He's gonna be aloof for a sec or two.
And somebody has constructed a boat made out of tinfoil. Now, as the boat is placed in the tank, you can see that it looks like it's floating on invisible water. Another property of sulfur hexafluoride is that as it gets colder, it starts to crystallize, which could explain these crystal-like formations on the cameras here.
You know what else? You know what else crystallizes as it gets colder? Water. Water does that. It's called ice. So yeah. It's not unique to this one thing, and ice would also explain why the camera gets kind of icy at the end, right? Because the higher you go up, the colder it gets. He is a cutie, aren't you, buddy? You're so cute. I don't know why you want to come sit over here. Are you just watching all the people outside? Yeah. Maybe
Here
we'll
are
go
the
to the pool
crystals
today.
formed on the Go Fast rocket camera as right before it gets suspended. And here NASA's own camera starts to crystallize right when it starts rotating. You can see the little formations. It looks like little ice etchings on the camera action.
It looks like ice, guys. He is silently judging me. What's up, buddy? What is the deal here? Why don't you want to come over here? Everyone wants to say hi to you. Everyone wants to say hi to you, but you're being all aloof today. You're being aloof. Why are you being aloof? Let's see. Everyone wants to say hi, buddy. Ugh. All right, let's see if we can get a good picture of you. There we go. Good boy. Oh boy, yes. Oh, look at that happy kitty. He's a happy kitty. I know this is like why everyone comes here. So, you know, there we go. You can see a picture of the happy kitty. Good boy. So yes, this thing that kind of looks like ice on the rocket is probably not ice. It's probably whatever sulfuric fluoride thing, whatever it's called. I don't remember. Because that makes more sense than ice. Oh, buddy, why don't you just come sit up here? Why you're making me like stretch awkwardly, and everyone gets to awkwardly see my short shorts. They're not actually that short, guys. Where's the video? You leaving me now? Okay, bye. Okay, bye. Okay, now he's done. That camera is like way off whatever it was. So yes, everything's a mess. Sorry. Broke everything to pet Hobbs. They're not that short, guys. Scientism strikes again. It's called sulfur hexafluoride. There we go. Caps never get bored being judgmental. They are. Yeah, he's super judgmental. It's the best. It's the best. Alright, so this thing that is ice is not ice because that would be a very simple solution to a very simple problem. And this is a flat earth video. So it can't be a simple solution to a simple problem. It's got to be a complex solution to a simple problem. Alright, so...
And so the guy takes this tinfoil boat, fills it with the sulfur hexafluoride from the tank, and look what happens to the flames of these candles as he pours it over the top. Yep, snuffs the flame out, and this is the exact same thing that we see in rockets. The engines just get cut off, they get suspended temporarily. Those ice crystals...
That is not at all what we saw, though. I mean... I don't know. That's all I can do at this point is just drink away. Like that's it. It's all I can do. Rockets run out of fuel. I mean, you know, it could be something that simple. But you can't make a channel out of simple answers. You gotta make a channel out of excruciatingly complex answers to very simple problems. Like, maybe it just ran out of fuel, or maybe since it was about to be detached, right? Like most of these things are booster rockets, right? Like maybe if your rocket's about to get detached from the thing that it is launching up, maybe you put just enough fuel for it to get to the spot where it's gonna get detached, and then it runs out, you know, just enough fuel. Because why would you keep the thing that fell off fueled and still burning if it's not doing anything? Mike, There are so many better explanations than sulfuric hexammonic fluoride. You said the word earlier, but I forgot it. So many better and simpler explanations to this than a magic invisible layer of nonsense made out of sulfuric hexafluoride that is somehow heavier than air, but floats above air, somehow has enough stopping power to stop a rocket, just dead stop, but not enough force to destroy it when it does so. What kind of magical barrier nonsense is this, Mike? This is... sulfuric. I'm gonna call it sulfuric hexafluoride from now on. I don't even care. I don't even care that it's wrong. I'm gonna drink now. I can't. I can't, Mike. Can't handle you, okay? You say stupid things. Okay. I don't care that it's wrong. I don't. I can't handle it, Mike. You just why? Like, you contradict yourself, right? Your very solution to the problem contradicts other solutions that you have given for flat earth nonsense. Like, your nonsense barrier in and of itself provides more problems than solutions because it's a nonsense barrier. Stop nonsensing, please. Drink. I know, I just freaking drink all the time. I'm slightly drunk now. This video is not helping. Video, you don't help. Okay, we're gonna try just a little bit more.
And they fall back down to Earth, proving once and for all we cannot get in space. And now we have
I don't think you know what proving something means, Mike. I don't think you know what those words mean, because you didn't. So you're nowhere near it, because nonsense barriers are nonsense. Why, Mike? You are a lovely flat earther. I'm gonna tell you why you're a lovely flat earther. Because unlike so many other flat earthers, right? So the thing that's been trending among flat earthers as of late is to not say jack shit, right? Like, flat earthers have been on this this tirade of just saying nuh-uh to pretty much everything. You know, SpaceX launched a car into space. No, it's fake. You know, we have Space Force. No, it's fake. Whatever, right? Don't Space Force. Kids, friends don't let friends Space Force. So we, like, that's been the general theme around flat earthers lately, has been to nuh-uh everything. You are, if nothing else, actually making claims and then backing them up, right? Like, crappily backing them up, but backing them up nonetheless, right? I would love to actually get a chance to talk for you, Mike, because you're easier to debunk than just somebody who says nuh-uh. Like, you would be entertaining. You really would. So if you ever watch this, Mike, come join me on my channel. Or even better, talk to Geo Strebber and join me on his channel. He can moderate. He'd moderate. I'm not even gonna ask. I'm just gonna assume. He'd moderate. So yeah, come join me on my channel. Come join me on Geo's channel. I'm just gonna offer Geo's channel as a channel that you and I can have this conversation, because I would love to. I really would. I think it'd be hilarious, because so much of your nonsense contradicts so much of your other nonsense that I could just sit there and it'd be like, how does this work? How does this rocket not explode when it hits your magical barrier of extra thick sulfuric monoxide, whatever, right? How come it doesn't explode? How is it suspended above air, which it is denser than? That doesn't make sense. How come a lot of things, right? How come a lot of things? No, it's sulfuric monoxide. Geo, I got it right. Watch us. I think. Oh my goodness, we are super close to. Okay, we might try to finish. Okay, if we can finish this video in the next 9-ish minutes, I might treat us to some free boobs as a reward for actually finishing a video, which is something we don't do very often around here.
A possible solution or explanation as to what's stopping us.
Oh, that's
This
neat.
is Mike. Please like and subscribe.
Guys, we did it. No, shut up, Nicole. I don't want to talk to you today. I'll talk to you some other day. We did the thing that we have done like once, some other time, maybe twice, that we have actually finished the video. We did a thing. We did a thing. You can also use the German word no. No, we cannot. That's never happened. Okay, we have finished. We have finished. Okay. We are gonna treat ourselves to a free let's see. Whoever says it first, you get to pick. Whoever says it first gets to pick between super chat or donations. So whoever says it first gets to pick which one it is. I have a die. I have a 20, a D20, and then that'll get rolled, and that will be what we get. So whoever says it first gets to donate. That's the most boring and monotonous flat earth. Oh, she's super chat. Super chat wins. All right, so super chat wins. We're not voting. Geo, we're not. That's not how this works. Super chat. We get number 16. We get 16. Okay, so 16 on super chat. And then am I in the right one? No, I'm not. Super chat. Guys. This isn't how this works at all. Number 16 is this one. That is our self-congratulations on actually finishing a video. Good job, us. Way to go. Way to go, team. Way to go, team. That's it. I'm done. The show's over. Like we have done a thing that we never do. We have finished. Nicole Cote is next. I don't wanna. We'll save it for some other time. But yeah, she's here. So she's on the menu for some other time. I don't know. I don't want to. Was that Jessica Rabbit cosplay? It was Jessica Rabbit cosplay. You are right. If anybody can figure out, I'm still gonna put out a, let's go with 5,000 internet points. Yes, 5,000 internet points to whoever can actually figure out who the model was. Good luck on that one. All right, so I know it's a little early, but we finished the video, so there really isn't like a whole lot left for me to say at this point, and I don't want to talk about Nicole Cote. Ban get lifted? Did she get banned, or did she ban people? Oh. Yeah. So next time, if you really want to listen to it, we can listen to Nicole Cote. We'll have someone else. We'll remove what we just saw from the menu and add someone new. Reminder: no stream next whatever day. Next Sunday. No stream next Sunday. Maybe I'll have a video out next Sunday or Saturday. Maybe. No promises. And then Fan Art Wednesday will be on Wednesday, obviously, and it will have what's his face? He's got a name. Team Skeptic fan art. So did Nicole Cote get ban lift? Oh, what was it? She got it. Got it to Omi 5,000 internet points. Yeah, you got to figure out who it is though. She was banned from live streaming. Oh, yeah, it was probably the DMCA thing. Yeah, that happens. Probably because either a DMCA or a community strike. Which I'm not surprised that flat earthers get community strikes because they're kind of assholes all the time. So no, it's not surprising. I'm gonna lower this just a tad. All right, thank you everybody for showing up. I greatly appreciated. I will see you all not next Sunday. I will see you all on Wednesday for Fan Art Wednesday, and have yourselves a wonderful rest of your week. And see you all next time.